Will the Senate please come to order? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Ocasio. Present. Senator Baker. Senator Chang.
Here.
Senator Dela Cruz.
Here.
Senator English.
Did we lose him? I saw him on the, well, we'll come back to him. Oh,
There he is. Senator Favela.
here.
Senator Gabbard.
Present. Here.
Senator Ihara.
Present.
Senator Inoue. Senator Inoue.
Present.
Senator Kanuha. Senator Keith Agaran. Senator Keoho Kalole.
Hill.
Senator Kidani. Senator Kim. Senator Lee.
Here.
Senator Misalucha.
Present.
Senator Moriwaki. Senator Nishihara. Senator Rhodes.
Present.
Senator Riviere.
Present.
Senator San Buenaventura. Senator Shimabukuro.
Here.
Senator Taniguchi. Senator Wakai.
Here.
Mr. President,
Present.
all 25 members are present.
Thank you. The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Are there any introductions this morning? Not, Madam Clerk.
Mr. President.
Senator Chang.
Senator Chang.
Senator
Thank you,
Chang.
Mr. President. You all saw Perry R. Smith, our legislative aide, earlier today. He is joined today in the gallery by our office manager, Lynn Robinson Underco. And I'd like to thank them and all the other hardworking staff members for doing such a great job on behalf of the citizens of District 9.
Thank you, Senator Chang. Any further introductions? If not, Madam Clerk.
Mr. President. Mr. President.
Senator English, we had gotten your verbal present. You are noted, you're logged in as present on the roll call. If that was your question.
Can you guys hear me on that side?
Yes, we can.
Okay, under introductions, I just want to very quickly introduce the DLNR staff and the girls from Hana and all the people working at Wainapanapa State Park. We're down here, this is the third or fourth week of the new system, so we're observing how it's going, and it's going very well. Mr. President, I'm glad to say that the state of Hawaii is making some money at this particular park in Hana. So thank you, everyone. And I wanted to introduce all the staff that was here working today. Thank you.
Thank you. So for the members who aren't aware of what Senator English is talking about, we visited the island of Kauai 2 summers ago with the Ways and Means Committee, and after the flooding, they adopted carrying capacities for KA State Park, which is Haena, or the end of the road on the North Shore, and there's a permit system. When they looked at things that were happening in the Hana area at Wainapanapa State Park, they are now starting to charge a fee for those who are going to visit and park, and so they're projecting to make $90,000 a month from the fees that they are collecting for the parking from visitors at Wainapanapa. Any further, oh, now we can see you and the background. Any further introductions this morning? If not, Madam Clerk.
House Communication numbers 313 to 315 transmit various House bills which passed third reading in the House for first reading and referral to committee.
Senator Keoho Kalole.
Mr. President, I move that said House bills pass first reading by title and be referred to committee.
Senator Favela.
I second that motion.
It has been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried. Referrals are made in accordance with the referrals listed on the order of the day.
On page 2, introduction of measures, Senate concurrent resolution numbers 102 to 161 and Senate resolution numbers 79 to 126 for referral to committee.
So ordered.
Beginning on page 2, advise and consent.
If there are no objections from the members, we will be taking advise and consent on consent.
Standing Committee Report number 975 on Governor's Message number 503, Catherine Betts, gubernatorial nominee as Director of the Department of Human Services, for adoption.
Is there any discussion? Senator San Buenaventura.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise in strong support of the nominee.
Please proceed.
Colleagues, I urge you to join me and support the nomination of Kathy Betts to continue as Director of the Department of Human Services. In the wake of disasters, such as the COVID-19 pandemic, the work of DHS becomes especially important, and I'm confident that the department will continue to dutifully serve its mission under Director Betts' leadership. While the demands of the position are great, I believe that Director Betts possesses the passion, determination, and work ethic to uphold the fine reputation that DHS has earned under her predecessor. From a young age, Director Betts was inspired to help those in need after seeing firsthand the consequences of what happens when vulnerable members of our community fail to get the support they deserve, especially in her position in the Commission of Status of Women. Director Betts' work with DHS started in 2008 as Deputy Attorney General, where she represented DHS and Department of Health in child welfare cases and involuntary commitment proceedings. 2017, she was appointed as Deputy Director of DHS under Director Pankaj Banat in managing and overseeing operations for the department, including all policy and budget decisions. When Director Banat retired in the middle of the pandemic, Ms. Betts was able to step into his shoes without a hiccup, despite a huge rise in SNAP and MedQuest applications. DHS was able to handle the huge influx without complaints. Prior to joining DHS, Director Betts was also served, again, as the Executive Director under her Hawaii State Commission on Status of Women. Her legal experience included private practice as a partner of Betts and Woods in the fields of immigration and family law, as an associate attorney for Greg Ryan, as Deputy Attorney General for the Department of Attorney General, as well as a law clerk for Honorable Derek Chan and Honorable Marcia Waldorf. She was also a community outreach and educator for the Sex Abuse Treatment Center at Kapiolani Medical Center for Women and Children. In closing, with Director Betts' extensive experience and passion for serving others, I trust that she will meet the high expectations set by those who came before her, and I urge my colleagues to join me and support her nomination. Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion?
Yes, Senate President.
Senator Favela. Oh, I see your
Thank
hand
you.
up now.
I tried my best. Anyway, I rise in total support.
Please proceed.
I had the privilege of not once but twice having extensive conversation with her, having the confidence, on her previous director. We had a lot of talks too, and having the confidence that, like our previous speaker just said, in having her go ahead and just step in and go, pretty much 100%, forward was awesome. And just knowing her compassion and her love for her job, it has, I have a lot of confidence, and colleagues say the same to you guys, that she'll do a great service. And it's one of the few interviews that I had that, I was very proud to know that we have somebody with the compassion that she has, as her former boss and me used to say, you gotta love the job, and she does, and I can see that, and I appreciate that. And like I said, I ask everybody to nominate and advise and consent, because she's a pretty good person. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Favela. Senator Baker.
Thank you, Mr. President. I too rise in strong support of this nominee.
Please
I've had an opportunity to work with her on a number of women's issues, and I know that her expertise, compassion, and care will serve her well in the Department of Human Services. And I would like to ask that the words of the senator from Hawaii Island be inserted into the journal as if they were my own. Mahalo.
So ordered. Further discussion? If not, do we have unanimous consent?
25 ayes.
Thank you. Catherine Betts has been confirmed as Director of the Department of Human Services. Senator San Buenaventura.
Joining Catherine Betts, Director Betts, is her husband, Aubrey, and sons, Orion and Bodie. Thank you all for taking the time to join us today. Congratulations, Ms. Betts.
Madam Clerk, before taking the next item on the agenda, I do want to say to Kathy, when she sent me a communication when she was heading the status of women in the salutation, I forgot if it said JD or Esquire, and I realized she was an attorney. I had urged her back then to apply to the Judicial Selection Commission, and I really thought that she would be a fantastic judge as we were trying to encourage more women to the bench. But I want to tell you this morning, Kathy, I am so incredibly grateful that you completely ignored and disregarded my suggestion. And during this time of the pandemic, the job that you have done as both deputy and as director at DHS has been incredible. And while I still hope someday I may get to vote to confirm you as a judge, you have done an incredible job in servicing the people of Hawaii and the balance of your family. And as we had a contemplator talk about the incredible difference women are making as a Filipino woman, you continue to be a role model for young women of Filipino ancestry to know that there is no limit to what they can achieve. So congratulations. Madam Clerk.
Standing Committee Report number 976 on Governor's Message number 504, Ann Pereira Estacio, gubernatorial nominee as Director of the Department of Labor and Industrial Relations, for adoption.
Is there any discussion? Senator Taniguchi.
Thank you, Mr. President. Your Committee on Labor, Culture, and the Arts held a public hearing on February 3rd to consider the appointment of Ann Pereira Estacio. She is currently the Acting Director of Labor and Industrial Relations. Prior to that, she served as the department's Deputy Director, Unemployment Insurance Administrator, Unemployment Insurance Program Development Officer, and in a variety of other positions in a distinguished career in public service. She holds a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in accounting and a Master's degree in Business Administration from Chaminade University of Honolulu. Ms. Pereira Estacio's background, experience, and dedication to serving the public, especially in addressing the extraordinary challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, qualify her to be appointed as Director of Labor and Industrial Relations. I urge the Senate to advise and consent to the appointment. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Senator Morwaki.
I have many constituents who are unemployed in the visitor industry and allied services, and I have worked firsthand with the director. Anne has been wonderful. I do want to say that she has supported individuals. I see her working 7 days a week with her staff, as well as addressing individual complaints. I know she's had, we on the COVID committee saw what she walked into to take over the directorship, acting directorship, and has done a really good job given the circumstances of a aging computer system, as well as the hundreds of thousands that were unexpectedly coming to her door. So I strongly support her nomination. And,
thank you. Further discussion, Senator Favela?
Yes, thank you, Senate President. I also rise in strong support.
Please proceed.
It was a privilege and honor to meet her at the Convention Center, showing how organized and how quickly she responded to the state of Hawaii in trying to get everybody in a way of getting paid And I learned a lot going there and knowing how much attempted and not only attempted, but fraud that was coming in, that she had to have a whole room with great people in there, trying to get things moving as fast as she could to get people paid. And then not only that, just having the opening of her having a great dialogue with my staff, especially my office managers, Elizabeth, and just working with them and trying to expedite and try to work and go through the whole process of explaining to people why things are taking so long and having the patience to explain to the staff, not only upstairs but downstairs, how to talk to our community and our people that is waiting desperately for their money. So I applaud her for all what she does and doing, and I strongly support her nomination. Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion, Senator Inouye?
Thank you, Mr. President. I also rise in support of GM 504, and I'm so proud of our Hilo girl who's accomplished a lot. She's been there in the division for so many years, and we're just so proud of her. And I'd like to add, Mr. Chair, that the words of the Chair of Labor be included into the journal as if it was mine as well.
So ordered.
Thank you.
Further discussion? If not, do we have unanimous consent?
25 ayes.
Thank you. Ann Pereira Estacchio has been confirmed as Director of the Department of Labor and Industrial Relations. Senator Taniguchi.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's my honor to introduce our new Director of Labor and Industrial Relations, Ann Pereira Estacchio. I think she's online.
How are you? Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your service. And Madam Clerk.
Standing Committee Report number 977 on Governor's Message number 505, Joanne Vidinhar, gubernatorial nominee as Deputy Director of the Department of Labor and Industrial Relations, for adoption.
Is there any discussion? Senator Taniguchi.
Mr. President, I stand in support of Governor's Message 505.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Your Committee on Labor, Culture, and the Arts held a public hearing on February 3rd to consider the appointment of Joanne Vidinhar. She has been serving as acting Deputy Director since September 2020. Prior to that, she served as the Administrator for the Department's Disability Compensation Division. Ms. Vidinhar has previously served in a variety of public positions, including a number in Washington State. Her background, experience, and dedication to public service qualify her to be appointed as Deputy Director of Labor and Industrial Relations. I urge the Senate to advise and consent to the appointment. Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion? Senator Favela.
Yes, thank you, Senate President. I also rise in strong support of this nominee. You know, like
Please
I said,
proceed.
just having somebody to complement the leadership of her role, she fits in it real quickly and great. You know, I refer everything to sometimes to superheroes because I like superheroes, and I just think of them as our unsung superheroes, as being similar to like Batman and Robin, but you know, because Batman and Robin don't get any credit as much as Superman and all the other superheroes, but I think they're just as great as superheroes and going forward and doing the great things for our state and our community, and I applaud them and I thank her for her service. Thank you, Senate President.
Thank you. Further discussion? If not, do we have unanimous consent?
25 ayes.
Thank you. Joanne Vidinhar has been confirmed as Deputy Director of the Department of Labor and Industrial Relations. Senator Taniguchi.
Thank you, Mr. President. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our new Deputy Director of Department of Labor and Industrial Relations, Joanne Vidinhar.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Aloha.
Thank you for your service, Joanne. Madam Clerk?
Referrals and re-referrals.
Referrals and re-referrals are made in accordance with the supplemental order of the day, which may be distributed to your offices later today.
No further business, Mr. President.
Are there any announcements today? Senator Baker.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, the 22nd Annual Women's Legislative Caucus Easter Basket Drive is underway. I hope that you will consider donating to one of the outstanding organizations that have been assisting in this effort: the Domestic Violence Action Center, the Institute for Human Services, Parents and Children Together, the Salvation Army, or go ahead and assemble a beautiful Easter basket with new household or hygiene items. You can bring those to my office. We will be collecting them. We need to have them ready to be delivered on March the 31st following the House floor session until about 2 in the afternoon. And I will be providing you with additional reminders as we go through this, but I welcome all of your participation. It goes for a great cause, and it really will brighten the days of many of the folks that are the recipients of either your donation of cash or your donation of an Easter basket. Mahalo.
Thank you. Further announcements? If not, the chair has two. Today is the last day for introduction of Senate concurrent resolutions and Senate resolutions. The deadline is at 4:30 p.m. The second announcement is simply, this is a great way to end this week. I echo Senator English's comments for the hardworking people, in the state departments. The rain has been devastating from one end of the island chain to the other, with the most recent devastation and closing of the road to Hanalei on my island of Kauai, and to all of those in the community who have rallied to help their fellow citizens who have been impacted and have sustained damage because of the rains and flooding. We extend our heartfelt gratitude for your kindness and being large of heart. And on the Friday, with the sun out, at least here on Oahu, I hear it's still raining on Kauai. What a great way to end with three incredible women this morning who have gone out of their way to service every single resident of this state. And it's not about party, because it was refreshing to hear Senator Favela, the lone Republican, speak highly on behalf of each one of the three women who are before us. And we have worked in a bipartisan way to deliver the best service we can for the people of this state. I am incredibly proud of everything that you are doing, my colleagues here, and certainly the three women that we confirmed this morning. Senator Keeho Kalole.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate stand in recess, leaving the journal open until 4:30 p.m. for the receipt of Senate concurrent resolutions and Senate resolutions. And I further move that the Senate reconvene at 11:30 a.m. on Monday, March 15th.
Senator Favela.
I second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate will stand in recess, leaving the journal open until 4:30 p.m. this afternoon, and will reconvene at 11:30 a.m. on Monday.